about random shit. That's basically the whole premise of this show is me talking about random shit. Just anything I want to talk about. That's what's so awesome. And you know what? It's good therapy. You know, I would recommend anybody that, you know, if you need a hobby or you want to do something therapeutic, I would recommend that you do a podcast or a YouTube show or something like that. If you have that kind of voice. Not everybody has that kind of voice. Not everybody can get on the mic and talk for 30 to 45 minutes. Or, you know, you don't have to go 30 or 45 minutes. That's just how long my shows are. You know, you could do a 5-minute show or a 10-minute show or whatever. And you can get on Spreaker or, you know, get on YouTube. I would recommend anybody do that that's interested in doing that. If you have something that you think you can parlay into a show, or, you know, I would recommend you go do it, because that's just one thing about doing this podcast. It's so fun. It's been one of the best things I've done, definitely this year in 2016. Maybe one of the best things I've done ever, because I can get on here. This is a format for me to really share my voice. And I don't mean my physical voice that you're listening to. Even though I do have a very sexy voice, you know, I think I'm very sexy, and my voice is very sexy and debonair, and, you know, I can make it go deeper if, you know, I need to talk deep, or I need to be sexy, or, you know, I can talk like this and slow down the cadence of my voice if I want to sound sexy. Or, you know, I just talk normal, but, that's just, I lost my train of thought. I lost where I was going with that. Oh, yeah, like I was saying, if you feel like you could do a podcast or you feel like you could do a YouTube show, then I would recommend that you go out and attempt to do it. That was where I was going with that. Sometimes I lose where I'm going in my mind. I lose my train of thought. But then I find that damn train, and I get back on it, and I ride that sucker. I ride that sucker all the way to Georgia on the midnight train to Georgia. That's a really lit song by Gladys Knight. If you never heard, On That Midnight Train to Georgia. We were listening to that at work last night. Shout out to everybody that I work with at B4 Brady's and Enterprise. Go to B4 Brady's and get you a burger, or get you some ribs, or get you some wings, get you some pizza. You know, we serve all different kinds of dishes at B4 Brady's. Make sure you tip your servers. They don't make a lot of money. I'm sorry, but they don't. They'll tell you they don't make a lot of money. So, you know, they make their money in tips. So if you go to B4 Brady's, tip your servers. Don't be a cheap piece of shit. You know, tip your waitress, tip your servers. You know, tip your cook. You know, you can tip the cook too, because I'm a cook. So help me out. I'm not advocating that you tip your cook. But if you do want to tip us, you know, feel free to go do that. You know, I'm not gonna turn down $5 or $10. You know, if it's thrown my way. But that's just me. You know, I got bills. So you know, I get paid. I make okay money, but you know, a little bit extra, a little tip. It never hurts. But yeah, anyway, yeah, eat the food at B4 Brady's. B4 Brady's is pretty good. Like I said, we make all different kinds of things, fajitas and all different kinds of dishes. Oh shit, I just remembered something very, very important that I was supposed to do last night, but I didn't do it because I came home, I got off of work and went to bed, and I didn't do it. And I'm going to take care of that after I get done with this episode. I'm going to go do that, because if I don't, she's going to be very mad at me. But that's another story. I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, anyway, I just remembered something very, very vital and important live on the air. And but I can take care of it after I get done with this episode, so I'm not worried about it. You just keep listening. don't worry about what I'm talking about, because it's not important to you. But it's important to me. But anyway, over the last 3 weeks, what's been going on with Jonathan? What has Jonathan been doing? I've been working, hustling, trying to get that money. I try to work as many hours as I can at B. I'm always picking up a side job, or, I do a lot of things on the side, to make money. And then, I got a second job a couple of weeks ago. I actually talked about it on my Facebook, or I think I mentioned it on the podcast, that I was going to start working 2 jobs. And I did, and a lot of people are wondering, what happened with that. What is my other second job? I'm not going to tell you what the other job was, or I say was because it's past tense now because I'm not doing it. But I was doing it for like a little while, but I quickly got out of that. I'm not going to say what that job was or where it was at, because I just out of respect for those people. I'll just say this: it was a new restaurant that opened up in Enterprise in the last month. If you think about it, if you live in Enterprise, Alabama, you can pretty much figure it out from me saying that it was a new restaurant that opened up in Enterprise, Alabama in the last month. Because I really don't think maybe only 1, maybe 2 restaurants have opened up in the past month. Probably not even 2. So think about that and you figure out what it is. Because I'm not going to say, because I'm not going to be messy and tear those people down, because they really are nice people at this restaurant that I was working at for a little while. But I quickly figured out within 1 or 2 days of doing it that this was not going to be a good place for me to be. And because of that, it was kind of disorganized. Very disorganized. And all restaurants are like that when they first open up. So that's no surprise that it would be disorganized. But it just wasn't what I was expecting. Let me just say that. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be when I took the job. It was actually kind of a disaster while I was training at this job. I saw that they didn't have all their eggs in a row or whatever. But they're really nice people. One of the people that worked there, that she actually got me the job. She's like one of the sweetest people ever. One of my favorite people. I haven't talked to her since I quit or didn't go back, but she's a really wonderful person. Shout out to Caitlin. Thank you, Caitlin, for getting me the job there. Thank you for everything that you said, or putting in a good word for me to get the job there. But yeah, I that wasn't for me. I found out quickly that wasn't for me. I kind of had like a little nervous breakdown the day after I was doing that, because it was that stressful, and I just kind of broke down that day. Not just because of that job, but because I've been very overworked and very stressed out lately in my personal life. I think I can reveal that with you, the listener, that's listening to this show. I've had a very stressful month for a multitude of reasons. My mom, she's been dealing with some issues. She's okay. Shout out to Mabel Mays, even though she probably won't listen to this unless I play it for her. But my mom is the greatest, most important person in my life, and I love her. And but she's had some issues physically lately, and so I've been kind of worried about that. And then I had something else happen related to my health very recently. I'm okay too. I'm as okay as I get with brain cysts and tumors and seizures. I kind of had a little setback recently, in the past 3 weeks, and just all of that, and trying to work a second job, and well, so I got some neighbors outside right now. They're really talking loud. I don't know if you can hear them. If you can hear my neighbors talking really loud in the background of this show, I apologize because they're loud and ignorant. Loud and ignorant neighbors. I could do an episode just on loud and ignorant people, but I apologize for that. But anyway, yeah, it's just been very stressful. You know, anytime I'm doing anything that's going on with my mom's health or my health, you know, it can be very, very difficult. And then when I was taking on a second job, a lot of times I think I just bite off way more than I can chew a lot of times. I'm definitely guilty of that. My father, John Mays, was guilty of that before me. And I'm definitely my father's son. I try to do too much. My really close friends say I don't slow down or I'll never slow down. And to be perfectly honest, they're absolutely right. I'm never going to slow down or I'm never going to stop working hard. That's just who I am. That's what's built into my DNA. So I'm always going to be a hard worker, trying to look for better opportunities, trying to look for other jobs, more hours, more money. That's just me. I'm a go-getter. I'm always trying to do a little better than I'm doing. I'm not doing bad now. You know, I make a pretty good living. I pay for my rent, pay all my bills off on time. I'm not really behind on anything. No, the only thing I really have is that fucks me up royally is my medical bill and you know, stuff going on, other kind of legal stuff going on right now. I got to pay off. Not that I did anything illegal. It's because of bills, past due bills that kind of messed me up. You know, I'm in a little debt, but I'm not in a lot of debt. You know, like I'm not stressed out about my debt, but there are a lot of things I need to pay off and a lot of things I need to figure out. But I know you don't care about that. But yeah, but if you don't care about what I'm talking about, then why are you even listening to this? That's the question I would ask. Close to 50 hours. That's how many hours I put in. At Beefs. Just at Beefs. Nowhere else. Like I said, I had to let that second job go. Because it got to be too much. And to be honest, honestly, I'm not really supposed to be working two jobs because of the things, the issues going on with my brain. You know, this is your first time listening to this show, then I have a lot of neurological problems, and I'm not really supposed to work as much as I have been working in the last month. But I try to do it anyway. I'm always going to try to do stuff that I probably shouldn't try. That's just me. I'm a savage. I'm Jonathan Mays. I'm the last of a dying breed. I'm one of a kind. Damn. You ever have a friend and you see a buddy and you see his mom and you're like, damn, his mom is kind of fine. Sorry I got distracted just now. I just saw something on Facebook. Yeah, like, you ever seen like have a really good friend and you see his mom or a picture of his mother. Like, damn, his mom is kind of fine. Not that I would do anything with one of my friends' moms or anything. You know, that's some porno stuff. But anyway, I lost track again. I lose track. That's what I do on this show. If this is your first time listening to this, I get off track a lot. I don't stay on topic. I don't stay on subject. A lot of times, I don't even stay on the subject of the whole episode. But that's just me. That's what I do. This is my show. This is how I do it. My boss, Chris Smith. Shout out to Chris. What's up, Chris? The first time he actually listened to my show. way back several episodes ago, and he said, "Jonathan, can I give you some